Yeah, Pastor Fred, this is the follow-through. One of the most important things, in my life, is faith. And yet, what comes to your mind when I say the word faith? When I say, "Hey, let's talk about faith. Tell me about your faith." Now, that can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. Now, today we're going to get a focus, and really all week we're going to look at kind of what does faith look like. Yesterday at church, we had what we call confirmation, and that is where a lot of we have a couple of kids every year. They've been going through like 2 years of looking at the Bible, looking at their faith and the different things that they believe, and then they stand before the church and say, "Yeah, I believe this. Like, this is who I am. This is what I'm about." And they say, "I believe in God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I believe Jesus died and rose for me. I believe," and that's my faith. Because the important thing about faith that I want us to see, if you get nothing out of this whole week's worth of videos, realize that it's who you trust in, right? Faith and trust, very similar words that we can use. It's what my faith holds on to that matters. Okay? So when we say we're saved by faith, by grace through faith, actually, what it means is faith holds on to it. And so it's what matters is the thing you're holding on to, because you can have faith in all sorts of stuff. And so we're going to start out with kind of this definition from Hebrews 11, verse 1. He says, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, and the conviction of things not seen." And then as you look through the entire chapter 11 of Hebrews, it's sort of like all of these Old Testament characters and people of faith throughout the years, right? And you got Abraham, you got Jacob, you got Moses, right? I'm looking down here, you got Gideon and Samson, you got David, you got Samuel and the prophets, you got and he's saying, look, they trusted in God. And maybe some of them couldn't always see what was going to happen. Maybe couldn't physically see God like the way we see another person. And yet, the presence undeniable, right? The power undeniable, right? The work in your life undeniable. It's there. And that's what faith is. It's this assurance of what I'm hoping for. It's this conviction, right? In something that I cannot see. It's not ignorance. It's not just, right? We call something blind faith. And this is not blind faith. This is a very rooted faith in Jesus and what He did for us. It's very informed. It very much works in my mind and in my heart. It very much is filled with actual knowledge and facts and things that happened. Like Jesus came and did die for me. He rose for me. He suffered all those things and rose triumphantly to give me forgiveness and life and eternity. That's what I hope in, right? That's where my conviction is. I have that assurance, right? And I can hope for that and know that God is going to be good and He's going to take care of me no matter what. So I'm praying that helps you as well to kind of come to grips with what your faith is really all about. And so if this helps you, hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody in your life. We're going to talk more about our faith tomorrow on The Follow Through.